Welcome to the guide series. Let's talk about the missions that we had this week. And they're very, very successful. So let's get our daily logging in. So, what did we have the first mission? Well, the first mission was attack monsters. We took down 70 monsters. We got a total of 540,400 points. And that would have been the first mission. Like I said, I don't know what day that was. It was the first day. It was Sunday to Tuesday. So again, we did 70 attacks. 26s is what we took down. Like I said, 26s. Um, so if that's the first mission. So like I said, let's go to the screenshot. I'll show you the screenshot very quickly. So again, that was the first mission of the week. We had that one. Let's see. The second mission of the week was upgrade buildings. And that one we did one farm at 29, one sawmill at 29, one stone mine at 29, one iron mine at 29. Those four gave us the power or points or power of 1,379, point value of 41,370 with those four buildings. And then we did one train ground at 29 and one Mented at 29, which both of those gave us 2,391 power, point value of 71,730. So that's what we did for the second mission. And in overall, those gave us 308,940 power point value out of 260, and again 260 is what we needed, so we were over by 48,940. So this and so I'm just running out because of the vein. And with those upgrade buildings that we did, we spent 12,544,880 of food, 13,070,320 of wood, 394,080 of stone, and 131,360 of iron. So again, that was that mission. And if I show you that thumbnail, there is the PowerPoint value of, like I said, of 389,940. So that mission got done. So the next mission was the recruit mission. There's really nothing to show you with upgrade buildings. Just because it's just these buildings over here. So I think we have another 2 times the upgrade buildings. At least another 2 because we got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at least another 2 times, hopefully. That would be that. And the third mission of the week, was recruit. So the first time we recruited 1,300 across the board. That would give us 520. That across the board, that gave us a total of 5,020. Move this one over so I can see the total amount. So yeah, so that first group, was 5,200. That was 1,000 across the 1,300. And the second group was 600, and that would have been 1,900 across the board with the 4 recruiting that we have, and that was 700. And that group with that 4 gave us 2,400 units. So across the board, we had 7,600 new units added to our group. Now, I already have this back in the base, but we're now over 19,600. Actually, this account looks like it's fine for the new year. New Year is coming up, so you can see that we're across the board are all the same, which is what I wanted to have for the new year. And then we'll see how much we do recruiting next year. Um, and yeah, so across the board we are at 1,694. I might move that up and do 100 recruiting just to make them all even, so like 1,650 or 500. That's only 100 more units, and then we'll have like 1,200 or 20,000 units. So another 400. And the bottom I don't really care about. So that would be the only thing that we might do for that mission. But like I said, across the board we added another 7,600 units. Across the board 1,900. Um, so that was that mission. And if I go to the screenshots, this is the right one. Yeah, recruit. And then that, like I said, we got the 532,000 power point value out of 521. And there's the screenshot of. That's the wrong screenshot, but that's okay. I thought it was a screenshot of the units, but it's not. That's okay. I thought I took a screenshot of the units that we recruited, but it was the wrong screenshot. It must have been way after the mission. And then the mission that just ended the other day was the Gather. And in the Gather, we went for. I think I still have it. Yeah, we went with. We had 5 marches obviously enabled for the week. So we gathered. We just send them out once. Once in this account gets the mission done. So we gathered 1,200,000 of food, 1,200,000 of wood, yeah, 1,200,000 of food and wood, and then 360,000 of iron. That was a total of resources gathered of 2,760,000, and that gave us 30,000 points out of 260. So again, we were 40,000 about over what we had to do for that mission. Now I haven't selected this yet because, as I said, I have a tracker, and I'm gonna be doing videos like I said in the other series. The other day I talked about I'm gonna be doing new spreadsheets. I might do new spreadsheets on everything. We'll have to see what people want. Like the monthly one, I might do that one, the monthly, the yearly, the yearly monthly one of all the research together. That one's a little tougher, but if you guys want me to do that, I will do that. Just leave a comment saying monthly, yearly spreadsheet. Maybe I'll do it, but I will be doing all the attack monster, a new switch for that, upgrade buildings, recruiting, and also gather. And so we'll be doing that at some point in the weeks in the next 2.5 weeks, because it's a new year coming up here on the channel on Wednesday. So Wednesday is New Year's night. We might be doing some streaming, but that's just a little side note. That the end of the month is coming, so we'll be doing another video on that day on what we gathered for the month, deleting emails. We might delete all emails and get everything selected. But that's about. So I just tell you how much we gathered in total. So we gathered 1,200,000 food and wood, 360,000 of stone, or I mean of iron, 260,000, 30,000 points, and there's it. 1 1. So 5 marches going out. 1,200,000, 1,200,000, and then 3,600. And that was the last thing that we did. In this month, we have been gathering quite a bit of resources. And I mean quite a bit. I mean, we've been, I don't know how long it's gonna take me to do all these reports, but we do have that going for us. So again, that mission in total was again 30,000 points. So and that was with 30 minutes left to the mission. So pretty much all this whole week, with all the missions, we got them done. Obviously, right now it's attack others. We don't do that anymore. But the first mission again, attack monsters. We got that done with an hour and 26 minutes. The second one was power up. We did that with an hour and 9 minutes, 45 minutes seconds. Recruit 2 hours before the mission ended, 2 hours and 47, and then obviously gather 30 minutes before it ends. So um, that does, like I said, the missions and all. Hopefully you enjoyed the missions. I know I'm not doing many videos right now of it because the main series is doing it and there's not much to upgrade. Now, I believe, like I said, we have at least 2 more times that we can upgrade. I have to, like I said, when I do the spreadsheets, I'll have to, I'll figure out what we exactly have left. Um, but, yeah. So, yeah, so when you do 1,300 plus the board, that's how I do it. And then an extra 60, and that gets the mission done. Um, so yeah, 760 across the board. We're getting new units. I'm gonna recruit the next 100 of each one of those. So I'll do that right now. 2 hours to do it. That's fine. I'm not gonna speed them up. And I think here now it does. Oh, so it would have been another. Wait a minute. Oh, so it shows up here. It doesn't show up here. Okay, so it's showing up, but it's just not showing up here yet. It's showing up that I have total army size. It's counting what I have in the recruitment. So here you can see it says 400, the 1,000 over, so 100, and then it would equal that. So we'll have 165,000 units across the board for the top, and then about 88,000 on the lower tier of lower amount. So that's going to be this account here. Then, like I said, there's like some extra spreadsheet videos I'll probably do. Like I said, the main 4 missions we'll do: attack monsters, upgrade buildings, recruit, and then gather. The recruit, I mean, most of them are just one, and I use it for the whole, for like a month or two. Gather is the only one I have to do every time because of how many accounts I have and what realms are in. I have each one separated by what account. Um, upload recruiting. I have one spreadsheet for every single account, but I have different tiles for each realm. So I have one for this realm. I have one for the other one, and then I have another one for the other one. Attack monsters, I don't really have to worry about that because they're all attacking about the same amount of monsters. And then upgrade buildings, I have one again, just like recruit. I have one for each realm. So I have one for this one. I have one for the other 2 realms I'm in. And then I have, about 25 to 50 buildings I do that I have spreadsheet room. So like I put in the amount that it's going to be, and that's how I do it. But yeah, so yeah, we're getting to the point. The account right now that has everything to upgrade the castle. So this account could do it right now, but again, none of the other accounts have the materials for upgrading the castle, so we're gonna wait until that happens, which hopefully will be it will be in the new year at this point, because like I said, the new year starts on Wednesday of this week. Thursday will be the 1st of January of 2026. 2026. Where did this year go? Like 2025 or 2025. Where did it go? I know we upgraded twice. No, we upgraded once this year. We did one the year before, like on the 24th. We did it on Christmas. This year, obviously, I didn't have enough resources. We should be able to still upgrade twice this year, because we're almost at the next stage now. That'd be my goal for next year, is to upgrade twice if I can. If I can't, it takes a lot of resources to gather. And if I'm gathering it, I will get it. But yeah, just overall, we'll be, getting everything upgraded that we can. We still have barracks that we can upgrade as well. So we got barracks that we can upgrade, and we got the outside wall buildings that we can upgrade. There's not much after that though. So we are kind of getting strapped for upgrading buildings, but we're gonna still try to do it. If at any point this coming up year I don't have the materials, or I don't have speed ups, because like I said, I've been using all my speed ups for upgrading buildings, we might have to hold off on a week. Hopefully that's not the case, but like I said, if that is the case, that's what's going to happen. We'll have to wait a month. like I said, I might also clean out all the emails that we have from all the missions. Like, like I said, so here's all the missions that we had this week. There's attack monsters, boom, boom, boom. There was an update during that time. There's attack attack This is attack monsters here. So we have our attack monsters here. We have the power up mission. We had the recruit mission. Then we had gather, and then now it's the attack. So this week, like I said, very, very, very successful. Um, and if we can't get the mission done in that time because of my games, or me live streaming, or me doing Minecraft videos, that's what's going on. People like my Minecraft. People are still watching this series, so we're gonna continue to do the series as far as we can. And that is probably gonna do it for today's episode of the war order information on the missions. Like I said, we had attack monsters, upgrade buildings, recruit, and the last was the gather. I'd rather have gather during the beginning of the week because, like I said um, the other day, I had a game and not every account got this mission done. And um, the gather event got done with 76, 22, 27, our main series here on YouTube, 95, 85, 84, 86, and then obviously us. And every account, except for this account, went for 5 marches 4 times at no percent loss. And everyone did that this time. And then 37, 49, and I believe 16 got 150,000 points. And my new account that's over here that has a shield up got 1 time, and that was it. But yeah. So recap if you didn't watch the other video. But yeah, that is gonna do it for today's War and Order video. Like I said, we'll be doing the tracking of all emails and then also doing that video later on this upcoming week. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and until then, bye bye for now.